I'm here today to talk about a new recognition program that we're starting to implement called Florida Friendly Natural. And this recognition was developed out of really an identified need and of a really ultra low input landscape. So it was, kind of that education gap where we weren't reaching maybe all of the people that we actually wanted to reach. And, this is intended, not for everybody. This is a small but vocal minority who really are pretty interested in this type of landscape. And, we know there's other programs across the state that are also kind of really promoting this ultra low input landscape. And we wanted to try to pull them into our Florida friendly fold and community because we want to make sure the information that's getting out there is consistent and is following UFIFIS recommendations. And so this was an attempt to do that. And as you may know, we have several recognitions already in place. We have recognitions for home landscapes, commercial and common areas, and new construction as well. But Florida Friendly Natural is really meant to be a complement to those other landscapes. Let's see, with Florida Friendly Natural, we are really just hoping to make sure that everybody who wants and desires a sustainable landscape has those resources and those tools available to make that happen. And this checklist is really just a streamlined checklist of it won't be anything too drastically different than any of our other checklists. You can get a copy, they're outside on the registration table. But where this is different is everything will be required. It's more of a streamlined checklist. It has severely reduced inputs for water, fertilizer, and pesticides. So for water, basically, if there is an in-ground irrigation system, we would ask that be turned off and only used if there's a severe signs of drought stress. Fertilization, we're saying that it's okay to apply compost and organic fertilizers at the time of planting, but we're leaving it at that. Pesticide use is very minimal, really, once again, just for plant survivability. And then there's a greater emphasis on natives and attracting wildlife. So we have a 75% native requirement on this checklist, and that's 75% of the different types of species, not 75% of the area of the landscape. So the different species of plants. And we're going there, no outdoor cats. I thought that might get a chuckle, but that's something we've been recommending for a while, and we're like, let's put it in there. Let's see how that turns out for us. The process is very similar to the other recognition that we have already well established. You can download the checklist from the website. We would ask that you go through that checklist on your own, or have your homeowner or your property manager go through that checklist. Make sure that they think that they can meet all those requirements, and then they can reach out to their local county extension office or to the Florida Friendly State Office, and we can help arrange a site visit and an evaluation of the landscape. And should the landscape pass, then they will be awarded either a sign or a flag. This is the new Florida Friendly Natural, landscape sign that they can get in their landscape once they're recognized. And then what I wanted to do is show a quick clip.
The whole landscape premise was using native Florida species that were not difficult to grow once established. They were happy because they were natural in this environment. That obviously is going to lead to lower maintenance and less loss of plants long term. So it's a more sustainable landscape.
The one thing that makes me very happy about this is the fact that there's no chemicals. Whether what we planted, what we put in the grass, all those things are natural. All those things aren't going to be dangerous.
The Brandon landscape is really a great example of how to build with nature in mind. So they took into consideration the natural ecosystem that were here. They selected plants that would naturally occur in this ecosystem. And they also are really cultivating this love of the natural Florida environment for their children and their grandchildren and generations to come.
So I just wanted to show that to show that you know, there is a real desire for this type of landscape, and there's people who are very much you know, invested and involved with it, and that's my time.